Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating financial freedom for billions of people across this world. I am creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I am God, people, and most important is that I manifest the words I speak. My message for you today, people, is create time for your self-care. Make time for your self-care, man. Is that, a couple of things I want you to realize is that I don't care who you with or whatever the case is, man, nobody will ever love or care for you more than you care for yourself. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, in the midst, with all the roles that we play, whether it's significant other, a spouse, parent, entrepreneur, or you got a high demanding job, whatever the case is, man, is that all those are things that demand and require a lot of your time. And my message for you, man, is that, in the midst of all of that stuff, is that you have to prioritize where you make time for yourself, people. You have to carve out some time. I don't know what that looks like. Maybe it's for a couple hours. Maybe it's for 4 hours. Maybe it's for a whole day even. But you got to find time where you find ways to recharge yourself. Time where you really claim that time for yourself, man. Not for nobody else, where you do something that you personally wants to do. You know what I'm saying? You have to make time for that, though, because it's like, as you give to everybody else and everything else, what you're doing is you're depleting your energy. And, it's great when you have somebody that help you regain some of that energy, but you have to, it's your responsibility at the end of the day, man, to make sure that you replenish yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do not, people, then what happens is you keep go, and eventually you just burn out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sharing this with you, man, because I believe that it's critically important for you to make time to make sure that you're prioritizing yourself. Now, what does that look like? Take time where you're by yourself, isolated, man, away from everybody, where it's just you. And use that time for whatever the heck you want. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just whatever that is that relaxes you, whatever gives you peace, whatever makes you feel happy. These are all emotions, people, that are very necessary to be and live a fulfilled life. You know what I'm saying? And that solitude is where you really get to repair yourself, man. You have to repair your mind, where you physically and mentally, intentionally focus on making sure that you're relaxed, you're not tensed, and you're not stressed. You have to find time, people, to de-stress yourself, to decompress, man, and just really enjoy whatever that being in that moment of time. You know what I'm saying? The bottom line I'm trying to get at, people, because for everybody it's different, is that I want to make sure that you are making yourself a priority. In the midst of all the responsibilities that you have, you must take time for yourself, people. You must find ways to self-care, whatever that looks like. You have to do that, people, because it's very, very necessary in order for you to go the long haul of creating and experiencing and living your amazing life. You know what I'm saying? You have to create routines, whether it's weekly, whether it's daily, whatever that case is, but you're going to have to prioritize time for yourself, people. That is indeed the message, man. It is a real quick message today, but I think it's an important message. And I hope that you're receiving this message and coming up with plans on how you're going to create this amazing space that is so necessary in your life. Self-care, caring for yourself. Okay? So anyways, with that being said, people, that is indeed the message, man. Shout out to Jamaica, man, who is the eye of this world. Shout out to Africa, who is the mother of this world. Shout out to the entire Caribbean and the African diaspora worldwide. People, my purpose for being here is to unite the Caribbean and Africa, and the way that we do it is by standing united, man. We're all one people at the end of the day. And the sooner we realize that, man, the easier and the better life will be. You know what I'm saying? is that I know for a fact that we are basically the ones that are bringing about the greatest prosperity period that this world have ever seen. And I want us to be very intentional about learning each other culture, understanding what it's like in those countries. It's like our perception of what Africa is and the reality of what Africa is drastically different. Also, same thing in the Caribbean, you know what I'm saying? The stuff that people used to look down upon, especially growing up in Jamaica, growing up in the hill where you're thinking you're poor, but you realize, man, that that's the richest life you can live. To be one with nature, to cook, to eat everything that you make, you grow, you know what I'm saying? Your own crops, your own livestock, all of that stuff. That's the wealth and the riches of this world, man. But it's like just flipping the narrative of just realizing uh, the richness of our people and our culture, man. I want us across the world to embrace that and really get to look into that, man. You know, it's like, especially when it comes to Africa, like Africa, even though I've never been there, it's like from what I see, it's very beautiful there, man. Like Kenya, skylight is gorgeous. Nigeria, all these countries, man. Rwanda, beautiful places. You know what I'm saying? Like I really look forward to going to these places here in the future and really exploring for myself the continent of Africa. You know what I'm saying? It's like I want us to really get excited about that, though. Instead of you getting excited to go to Europe or other places, man, get excited about going to Africa and exploring the Caribbean, man, because that's where some of the most beautiful and most natural places are, man. You know what I'm saying? Nothing against other countries, but I'm just saying I would suggest making that a priority. Um, People, my declaration over your life, number one, is that you are a millionaire. Number two is that you're married to the person of your dreams. Number three is that you have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life, man. My prayer for you today, people, is that, you know, you really take this message I gave today about making time for yourself, man. You have to create time for yourself, for your healing, for your emotional healing, for your mental healing, people, to de-stress, to decompress yourself. I mean, you have to create time for yourself. So I hope that this message hit home, and I hope that you really make it a priority to figure out what that looks like for you. Have a great day, people, and we'll talk tomorrow.